Well, on this episode of No Front Brakes, I raced the Bella Vista Enduro, which was hot, humid, very long, but really fun.
Woo. Oh no, I forgot about that!
Welcome to No Front Brakes, where I ride mountain bike with a prosthetic arm. If you've been following along, you know that my girlfriend, her daughter, and I drove from the Austin area to northwest Arkansas to play on our bikes. We've ridden some trails, played at some parks, got some food, and saw some sights at museums. The real reason, though, is so that we can race the Bella Vista Enduro as a part of the Arkansas Enduro Series. There were 5 races in the series. Eureka Springs out at Lake Leatherwood, I still need to get out there. Near Fayetteville, there was the Kessler Mountain Enduro. In Blowing Springs Park north of Bentonville was the Bella Vista Enduro. Near Ponca, Arkansas, the Red Star Enduro. And back in Bentonville, one of my favorites, the Kohler Enduro. The Bella Vista Enduro was a few minutes north of town, and it was brutal, hot and humid. Dustin Slaughter gave us some of the race rules and the order of the stages before we set out. Let's look at the stages. Oh, hey. So there's Rain. I let her go like a minute and a half, 2 minutes before me, so that I gave her enough time to make it to the end of the stage before I caught her. So we pre-rode the day before, but I'm riding this stage blind. This is the only one that we didn't ride the day before. I have no idea what's coming up. Hey, cameraman. Bonk that double. Cleared that one. Almost washed out there. Ooh, cleaned that one. And then into the woods. This is normally in Texas where an enduro stage ends. However, I'm coming to realize that some of the Bentonville Enduro trails, at least in this race, were very XC oriented. So this is called a wash. It's where water runs down the hill, and usually when you cross a wash, you have some climbing, which you can hear by me panting. So I'm getting pretty tired realizing that I have to keep speed if I want to make it to the end of this stage at a decent time. Here's another wash. And the climb out. It's really embarrassing to have to dab right by someone watching. And it's flat, but here comes some berms. And there's Rain. She really didn't have to get off the trail for me. I feel kind of bad. This part's really fun, actually. The flowy, like, just swoopy against the side of the hill. And surprise climb. Man, I'm really dogging it. Here's another wash, though. And across. And climb. Alright, I gotta pick up some speed. And keep in mind at this point, I have no idea how much more there is left in this stage. And I think that I'm coming up on the end right here. Who knows? This is a really long stage. It's basically almost 5 minutes of straight pedaling. I'm not used to that. I always do this grunting thing. Oh, there it is. And the beeping, and I'm done with this stage. You hear the guy coming up behind me, he almost caught me. So what's unique about this Enduro compared to some of the other ones is that the transitions between the stages are like 4 miles.
Get it, baby.
There we go, I let Rain go first.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Thanks.
A lot of the stages started out with these really tight turns, which I'm typically okay with, but my new bike has like a really long wheelbase, so I was having a little trouble. And then this is one that we rode the day before. There's some spectators. There's another one of those washes and another climb out. It's crazy because I feel like I'm hauling butt in this, and it's kind of loose, so you notice that there's exposure there. It's a little scary, but you just have to know your bike and know what you're capable of. Climb up out of the wash, and my bike is kicking through gears a little bit. And of course, here's the part where I'm really starting to pant and lose some steam, but I have to keep going. You know, the crazy thing about Arkansas in the summer is that in these ravines, the heat just sits there and it's super humid. So unfortunately, all the stages end in at the bottom of a ravine, and then you have to get out of the swamp and climb your way out. That's right, pedal, pedal, pedal. Here I am coming up on the end. There's some trail marshals.
Push, you got it, go!
Here we go, there's the chip, and I'm through. Right before I have to cross the wash.
I need it.
And there's Drew, my mechanic. And he's calm, he's so relaxed that I'm dying.
That fourth wash.
When you're ready, go get
Ooh,
them.
stage 3, I like this one.
Okay.
When you're ready, go get them.
45 to a minute, please.
Yeah, I always tell people to give me extra time just because I know that I'm pretty low in the pack, and I hate hearing someone yell, rider, 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 and having to get over, because obviously that affects your time because you're stopping. And I am falling butt. That's crazy. Look, you can tell by how hazy it is that it's super humid. You know, that condensation really hangs in the air. Dude, I'm crushing this one. This is wild. This is the first time I've watched this footage back. Oh, I had a close call there. Pretty close to the edge. Cross the creek, get a little wet. Woo! I looked down at my camera to make sure it didn't have mud on it. That's how you know I'm a YouTuber. Oh yeah, I love those little kickers. That's a tight tree gap right there. Go, go, go. That's right, keep pedaling. I don't want to hear that free hub. I feel like with racing, you have to be kind of self-deprecating. There it is, there's the end. Oh, you're catching up to it. I feel like after every stage, that's my normal sound I make. So now we climb a section that I rode the other way, and I actually didn't film last time, but it's really pretty. It's like this boardwalk, and there's the rock on the left and the cliff on the right. Of course, there's a guardrail, so I'm not going over. Yeah, but this part's really cool. The only thing that stinks is that once you get past this wooded section, you're like wide out in the open under these power lines, and you gotta climb out to the 4th stage. Speaking of, I let rain go ahead of me. This one is actually kind of park-like as far as like big berms, and there are jumps. We just came out of that power line hill climb, and I am already tired. Keep in mind we still have 3 more stages, I think, after this. I like how I'm weaving my head with the turns. There's some tree gates in here too, for sure. This one has a pretty crazy ending where if you took the normal line, it actually adds a little bit, and when we scoped it out the day before, my friends Brian and Choate found a line that goes up over a rock, but it's basically a straight shot through the gate. When you're racing, you have to try to like remember where all the big turns are, because if you're going race speed and hauling butt, a turn comes up on you and you're falling. I think like there's one right here, right? Yeah. This loose corner right here. Oy. And then I'm coming up on what I was talking about. I go up over the rocks on the left, set you up for a straight shot to the end. You just go straight. You hear people calling out the line.
I fell off up there and run the bike all the way down.
Really?
And then I don't know which one this is. 4? Oh! This is the short one. Check this out. World's shortest enduro stage. Boom! Cleared that. That was like a 6-foot table. Look at this butthead. Pushing the air horn right in my ear. Up and over. Cleared that. Go around the big step up. Chicken out. Pedal, pedal, pedal. Cut to the right. Don't do the boner. And there it is. The world's shortest enduro stage. It's super fun though. Look, there are features everywhere in Bentonville. All these like really cool rock tables. I love it there. Honestly, Rain is a champ. There was one point where I really felt like giving up on the climb out of the power line, and she really told me to suck it up and keep going, and I did that.
Rain, you're doing awesome. Do you remember when we first came here and we were trying to get the flow ride and you bonked out? And you laid on the side of the trail?
It's true, I'm so proud of her.
And now you're like all over the place, riding sketchy downhills.
It's pretty ballsy for your first real enduro to have it be like an 18+ mile course in humid woods. Oh, this 1.6, this is called Wonderland. It's really awesome. It's the most park-like out of all the stages.
I'm gonna just let the dust settle and then I'm gonna go.
So this beginning, this starts up by a trailer park, which is really wild, and then it comes down this hill, and then you see all the dust here from the guys that I just left behind. And it's a hard right, flat turn, up over this log, which is a little odd, and then the jump start. Check this out, this is so dope. Woo! Boom! Shark fin! I didn't clear that double. Here's another one. Woohoo! Oh yeah, so this part is crazy. It's kind of an uphill rolly section. So I put my seat up and just like pedal through it and let my seat just kick me in the butt. I feel like if you're standing through this whole part, like you're just wasting energy. So I put my seat up, pedaled, kind of pumped the little rollers a little bit. And then here comes the real downhill. Check that out. So dope. Step up, bombed it. Here's, look at this one. Oh. That sound of tires G'ing out. Big sweepy berm. Big sweepy berm. This is like a roller coaster.
Oh no, I forgot about that.
That one's so steep. Watch this though. Yeah, it's a pretty narrow single track from here on out.
Oh.
Oh. Rock garden. This is the first bike I've had with 800mm bars, and I can tell. Now granted, it's only 13mm wider than my last bike. And I'm out.
Yeah. Yeah, boys. Get it.
So this is the last one. Rain's going to be following me, and
last one. You got it.
There's a bunch of options. It's like a left, right, left option. You'll see when I come up to it. I think that I chose wrong once. It's crazy to me how far I've come, going from like being on the brakes all the time, and now I'm just like pedaling and going as fast as possible, learning to pump corners. Yeah, how about that, man? Smash my way over it. Here's the first AB. I chose wisely, chose the direct path, but I screwed up here. And then I forgot this part too, so I come to a complete stop almost.
Pedal strike.
You're close, come on, push it.
Those kids out there encouraging. Oh, here's the last line. I chose the high one because it sets me up better for this turn. Come on, you're so close. Oh, another tight squeeze. I think there's just one more turn on a little wood bridge. It's a weird one too, because you don't want to hit this railing. Oh! and then just pedal out to the park and you're done. Go, 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 go. Pedal, 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 pedal. There you go. So that's a wrap for the Bella Vista Enduro as a part of the Arkansas Enduro Series. Let me know if you like this way that I've green screened myself in front of the footage. So I ended up getting 20th out of 25 in my age group for this race. Not too bad. I plan on doing more next year, and hopefully I'll do a little bit better. I'm really excited to get into my winter park footage, so that's what's coming up next. So make sure that you smash that thumbs up, subscribe, click the bell for notifications, and until next time, stay shreddy.